In a show's acts, known as Ignatz, Old Wolf of the Sea, Captain Hope, the Man, or simply the Voice, is the Count's Pyotr Grigorovich Ilyich Stroganov, great-grandson. The Count is the famous inventor of the Stroganov. He is also the Duchess's Marie de Mayonnais' nephew-grandson, known by having invented the miniskirt and also the grill George Foreman. Ignatz had a happy childhood, and until the 12 years, he was a communist. When he was 13 years old, invented the macrobiotic ketchup, and abandoned the Marxist ideology because some cousins wanted to share his fortune. Before transforming in a legend and sexual symbol, Ignatz had various occupations: as soccer player, tango dancer, and renowned writer. His seminal and definitive work, it is the coloring book, The Small Bear, Puffy discovers his sexuality, where he discusses the subject of the homosexuality among the small bears due to globalization of the North Pole.
In 1958, Ignatius Atz founded the band Ignatz Watts and the Volts Brothers.
The band Ignatz Watts and Volts Brothers was created in the city of Blackpool, coastal city of England. Paul McCartney and John Lennon got to work as roadies of the band. Since that time, there are rumors that Fab Four would have plagiarized many hits of the band, but recently, Paul McCartney declared that he never denied her influences that the brilliant quartet of Liverpool had of the brilliant band of Blackpool. For some time they accompanied the brilliant singer, Angel but Humperdinck.
Waiting inside her eyes was my tomorrow. Then something changed her mind. Her kisses told me I had no loving arms to hold me. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love.
The relationship of the band with Engelbert ended when the drummer, Sel Mazzala, tried to catch the Engelbert mother-in-law. Then, they played with the great artist, Sulamita, the Oriental Bombshell, with great success. The world success of Ignatz Watts and Volts Brothers began in the year of 1963, in the city of Cheeseburgo, in Germany. The Watts Mania won the planet. They arrived in first place in America with the song I Wanna Bite Your Foot.
I told you that everybody is a star. The only problem is some people haven't been put in the dipper and pulled back on the world. That's what the
I don't really see too many of those things, but there's a lot of songs in those books I haven't even recorded.
It does now. In the old days, I used to think the songwriting was this, you know, and I love you and you love me, and my writing was something else, you know.
A song is usually written like 80-90% by one person, you know. And
they should make me do I pay them because it made them more bucks or something, I don't know. Anyway, with them, but I used to like...
Well, subterranean music blues and sense to you because you're a part of that. Our wigs are from Chanel. Chanel.
Oh, sure.
When you're really wasted, you may enter into another field. How wasted is really wasted, and do you?
Oh, no. But we did it real fast in the palace bathroom, you
Very
know?
hard on this supposed friend. Are you hard on them because you want to torment them or because you want to change their lives and make them know themselves?
Oh, yeah, man. We are very crazy, baby.
At 1964, they were the first rock band accepted like astronauts. The space trip had strong psychological impact on the band that turned mystic and founded the mystic sect of the White Lemon. Those were eccentric years, as demonstrates this film, done in that time.
Reach out for frenzied fantasies, debauched dreams, bizarre sensualities.
The white poppy, the cactus, the sacred mushroom. Why should they be different? Because they are.
Hallucination generation. Nowhere.
This'll smooth out all that fear in you. All that hate.
It was, with no doubt, a weird age. In 1965, the band threw, with great success, the dance of the summer, I'm a Big One.
Mother woman, take away these clouds over my head. Take away these clouds over my back.
In the decade of 80, some teenager stole their instruments, and they had to change of occupation. Then, they opened a car wash.
The Ignatz dream was the stage, and for this, he studied in considered Hector's studio, where he learned the famous method created by the legendary actor Victor Mature. After graduating with praise in the Hector's studio, Ignatz participated in several art films directed by renowned directors as Martin Scorsese, Stanley Kubrick, Jean-Luc Godard, Paris Hilton, and his performance was considered disturbing and legendary. His dramatic acting as the feminist leader and lesbian assumed Helena Cardoso is until today a reference of interpretation and turned mythical and legendary.
Para homenagear o nosso poeta maior, está aqui conosco o nosso corpo de jurados.
O professor e futurólogo Tadeu Castagnoli. É bossa nossa! A socióloga, psicóloga e ortodontista, doutora Minha Bronca. É bossa nossa! A top model e garota símbolo do creme, Sperma Boost, Jacira Valentina. É bossa nossa! O renomado dramaturgo de vanguarda, Peraldo Tomás. É bossa nossa!
Não é Peraldo, é Beryl Thomas.
A líder do grupo pela valorização da mulher, a lésbica assumida Helena Cardoso, a popular Cardozão. É bossa nossa!
Eu, como mulher e bissexual, gostaria de colocar que...
Bissexual, é claro, lésbicas, pederastas, o termo pede isso.
Esse senhor Cardozão é um pouco esquisito, não? Deus me livre.
A senhora é lésbica de nascença? Bem, meu filho, é uma contingência da vida. Você entende, né, meu rapaz?
Bem, a nível...
After the paper of Helena Cardoso, Ignatz interpreted a character that would be one of the largest challenges in his artistic career, the Taper Man. With this disturbing character, won the most important prizes of the cinematographic industry, including the Best Actor of the Animal Planet Festival.
I feel a great emptiness.
Maybe I can be of some help, sweetheart.
How could you? It's so difficult.
Simply by introducing my nothing into your emptiness.
You're nothing?
All modesty aside, my nothing has a pretty respectable size. Paulette's emptiness was tremendously gratifying. We fell madly in love. Every day we'd go eat French rolls, and I'd stuff my nothing into her emptiness. This wine tastes like piss, but it's okay for a buzz.
Before you introduce your nothing into my emptiness, sex meant nothing to me.
Sex makes me sick. How about practicing some more of it? I feel empty.
Freud is empty. Nietzsche is empty. Stalin is empty.
My stomach's empty. How about some dinner?
Eat? What for?
To go to the bathroom and fart.
A fart is also empty.
You've got a point there. Something told me that Paulette was getting further and further away from me. I didn't want to realize this, but the evidence was getting stronger and stronger. One typically rainy Paris morning, Paulette thought she had found the meaning in all of this, and nihilistically switched me for a nothing. A much bigger nothing.
Hi, Paulette.
Bonjour, chérie.
My nothing would never be the same without that emptiness. Paulette's emptiness.
In spite of satisfied with his career of great dramatic actor, Ignatz wanted new challenges, and it passed back of the cameras, beginning to direct definitive films, like Death Wish 245, Godson, a juvenile version of The Godfather, Mad Max 129, the Afro-American version of the classic Gone with the Wind, the political thriller Orgies in the Kremlin, and Fidel and the Seven Dwarfs, a confusing analysis of the Cuban dictatorship and the work that put Ignatz in the great cinematographic creators pantheon. The film Cochabamba, a disturbing critical approach of the seminal film Casablanca.
Cochabamba, the biggest production of all the times. So many people never did so somewhat for many people, with Bumpry, Hargart, the Swedish, Muse, Ingmar Bergman, Dolores Del Rio Miranda, Mike Gable, Elizabeth, Cleopatra Paler, Charlton, Ben-Hur, Cheston, Pamela, Big Breasts, Vanderson, Victor Big Breasts Mature, Peter Pan Jackson, Charles Death Wish, Ranson, Merlin Godfather Sinatra, Elvis Presley, and much more. The biggest cast already joined in a silver screen, the continuation most waited, from the century. A return for a golden time of Hollywood-like background of this majestic production. We have the Second World War, the Nazi oppression, Hugo Del Castro, Fidel, Bolivar Chavez, Paris, romantic love, and unusual sex, based on the famous work, An Afternoon on Casablanca, of the brilliant Karl Marx brothers, directed by brilliant Austro-Hungarian director, Albert E. Einstein.
I saw the film, Memoirs of an Abnormal, when I was filming Taxi Driver, and the film helped me to understand a psychopath's persona. It is a fundamental film.
Celui que c'est, il n'y a sans vous le dire. La vérité est qu'il n'y a aucune terreur, non trempée par quelque grande idée morale.
He transformed me in a complete actress. He is so cool.
When I was choosing the cast of Dr. Strangelove, Ignatz was the first name that I thought, but, you know, Peter Sellers could be a dangerous man.
These guys in Buster, he's not a taper, he's a fucking skunk.
Ignatz and I am just good friends. We have a very strong spiritual connection.
But the celebrities' terrible pressure collected a high price, and Ignatz had a nervous breakdown due to the excessive consumption of the Brazilian stimulant, fire. In the tale, product done from the powdered guarana, catuaba, and organic ketchup. Ignatz was interned in the Betty Ford Motor Clinic and revalued his life. When Ignatz recovered and left the hospice, well, the Betty Ford Motors Clinic, he retook his musical career, producing great successes.
Eu sou jovem, jovem. Eu sou jovem demais. Eu sou jovem, jovem. Eu sou jovem demais. Ele é jovem, muito, muito jovem. Não me entendem, não, não. Nem mamãe, nem papai. Ele vai voltar das palmeiras. Você vai ver, Jequitibá. Vai o babá, o babá. As riquezas lá do Piauí. Fucking rich. Vai em Brasília pra ver o mar. Se você tem fome ou sede, calma de galinha verde. Não gruda na panela, não gruda na parede. Yokohama, I love you. Yokohama, baby, your sushi so fine. Yokohama,
Ignatz reached the #1 song of the Billboard Hot 100 with the song, Oh Baby, Baby, Bae, I Love You, Baby, Baby, Oh.
Oh baby, 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 I love you, baby, 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 oh, oh baby, 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 I love you, baby, 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 oh.
But Ignatz already returned to the set and is filming the political drama This Fucking Life, where he denounces the terrible conditions of life of the Sweden's slums.
Dra åt helvete. Skit ska väl jag vilja döda du. Var du placerar min gräs. Dum huvud såg fisk.
But the story doesn't end here. We still will enjoy many works from this entertainment's maverick.
Oh baby, baby, baby. I love you, baby, 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 oh. Oh baby, you know that I know that you know how I love you. Baby, 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 oh baby, baby, baby. Oh, I love you, baby, oh baby, 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 how I love you, baby. Oh baby, baby, oh. Oh baby, I love you, baby. You know I love you. I love you. I love you, baby. Oh baby, oh baby. Oh baby, 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 how I love you, baby. You know I love you, baby. How I love